Hello there, I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. I'm in my kitchen and I'm fulfilling the role of the Impetuous Chef. And these are chicken wings. And I've done this kind of thing before. I do a lot of fried chicken. I do a lot of fried chicken a lot of different ways. These are jumbo wings. And basically, take them out, put them in all-purpose flour, okay, and then just kind of let the wings sit and absorb the flour. You can cover them and put them in the refrigerator until you're ready to use them, but you really want to let them rest for at least a good hour or so. We want the flour to cling as much as possible because we're not using an egg for this. And there's actually no other seasoning in here as of right now. This is going to be a treatment where the seasoning gets added after. Okay, so from there we come over here. Let's see, turn the surface right. I'll show you, and we're just taking these wings and we're dropping them 3 or 4 at a time into the oil. Probably about 6-7 minutes on each side until they're done. And then when they're done, well, that is we will sprinkle down this little mix. Now you're gonna make this mix, to your taste, to the amount of, that's how much you want, how much flavor you want, is how much you'll put on here. But also, hang on. What's in here is salt, garlic, black pepper, oregano, a little bit of sugar. Now that's in this portion of the blend. This is a Chestnut Hill garlic pepper seasoning. So this is kind of what we're building off of. To this, and I put that one part of this, then one part onion powder, okay? And then I have one part cayenne pepper. Hang on. Okay, so just to run it down, one part of this black pepper, garlic pepper seasoning blend, okay? Which has the salt in it. Then some onion powder. Then I have added a little bit of extra garlic powder. Then to that I have added some cayenne pepper. And that's basically it. Now there is another ingredient that I add that is the basis for a lot of what I do. That's kind of like a little secret ingredient that I don't tell people about. Because I don't really, even my friends, I think it's really kind of cool whenever I'm having a dinner party or something like that. I really kind of like that. That's curious. What is that? So, yeah, I really, really like that. But you can take this base that I gave you, just a nice garlic pepper seasoning, add a little extra onion, add a little extra garlic, and to your liking, a little bit of cayenne pepper or ground red pepper. And that's a good base for any sort of rub for chicken like this. You can apply it after, or you can apply it directly onto the chicken before you put the breading on or the crust on or whatever. This is going to be more crusty. So even as we're frying it, some of it's going to flake off and break away from the chicken wings, but it's also going to be exceptionally crispy. Whereas sometimes with the heavier batter or a batter that has it's eggier. When I'm working with larger pieces, for sure I almost always am going to, when I'm frying larger pieces, I'm almost like a legs, thighs, breasts, that kind of stuff. I'm almost always going to use egg for a batter. In this case, no. The letting the flour cling to the chicken by resting is going to provide enough crispiness, and truthfully, you can get a good fried chicken this way and use less flour, and that cuts down on the carbs, right? And if you want to use low sodium ingredients, or you can use lower sodium ingredients, you pretty much cut out all the sodium if you want. You could pretty much take this and basically look at your dry ingredients, and what you would do is you would use garlic powder, black pepper, powdered up oregano, and then you can leave out the sugar, and then you can leave out the salt. You really could go super healthy with this. It's a very flexible rub, but yeah, you can find variations of this online. Have at it, you know. But this is one of these things that you kind of go, whoever you're cooking for, you can kind of add it to the amount, to the taste that you want, you know. This is a really good blend if you're going to do like stir fry. You can make this and have it, or you can like take your spoon and shake it on after the fact. It makes a good table seasoning. Okay, let me get over here with these chickens. Nobody here but us chickens. Okay, now be sure to keep the handle of that pot turned inward so that anyone in the kitchen won't accidentally bump against it. That grease will cause a lot of problems. Okay, so here we have the previously seasoned, and over here we have the chicken waiting to be seasoned. But I want to show you how light in color these chicken wings are without the egg. You know, so it's kind of a trade-off. You would trade off the stability. Like this gets crusty and it may flake away, but it's going to give you texture and crunch and everything. But you'll have these beautiful pieces. And what's also wonderful is that at the end of it, what's going to be in the bottom of this pan that I'm that I'll be able to, the pan drippings, the flour and everything like that, is going to be a wonderful starter for a roux that I'm going to be able to spoon out of that and put into a small pot if I want to make a sauce. You know, it makes a really, really wonderful brown roux because it's basically fried flour, and you know, so we'll just have to add the seasoning to it. But let me right now just show you. Grab a couple of fingerfuls and just kind of shake it down. You know, always with clean hands when working in the kitchen with food, and just kind of like let it go there. It's kind of, this is your variation on those sprinkles that you get out of the chicken stores when you can get like a, you know, Cajun sparkle, your whatever, you know, it's kind of like that. Okay, so, and this is just going to sit as this cools, and it's going to rest and bond, and so yeah, you're going to get a lot of flavor from this. And your seasonings basically going to stretch a lot further, because once you start biting into this, maybe you'll start with the 1 or 2 bites that are bland, that have less seasoning, but once this starts to fill your palate, it's just going to be everything, everywhere, all the time, and you're going to love it. So, okay. There we go. I'll see you when I do the tasting video. Bon appetit, love and light. Ciao bella.